Envision a global landscape dominated by a single figure, whose influence spanned half the planet. Welcome to the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, USSR.
It was vast, extending from Eastern Europe across Asia to the Pacific Ocean.
Governed by a totalitarian leader named Joseph Stalin, he maintained absolute control through a regime of terror.
Citizens endured constant fear and oppression, yet many also held onto hopes for a brighter future under communism.
Stalin's rule was marked by extreme brutality. Millions perished due to forced labor in the Gulag system and man-made famines, such as the Holodomor in Ukraine.
Despite its dark history, the USSR emerged as a global superpower, achieving significant milestones like launching Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite, into orbit in 1957.
The Cold War era began. The world watched with bated breath as two ideological titans confronted each other.
However, life in the USSR was overshadowed by a pervasive atmosphere of secrecy and surveillance, enforced by the State Security Agency, the KGB.
In 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev ascended to power. He sought to implement reforms to address the country's stagnating economy and political issues.
He introduced policies of glasnost, openness, and perestroika, restructuring, aiming to foster transparency and economic reform within the Soviet system.
Unfortunately, these efforts came too late. The USSR dissolved in 1991, following a failed coup attempt and the declaration of independence by its constituent republics.
It was an astonishing turn of events. The world's largest country by land area had disintegrated almost overnight, giving rise to 15 independent states.
The Soviet hammer and sickle flag was lowered for the final time on December 25, 1991.